Usually you got a 50-50 chance of enjoying a ttrpg show, but we're chaotic freaks. We're not normal. You add chaotic neutral to the mix and your chance of enjoyment, they drastic go up. Your chance to dislike this is 25% at best. Then in this three-way between us, you and YouTube, usually you got 33 1/3 chance of enjoyment. But we got 66 2/3 chance because you know you can't dislike us and you're not even gonna try. So you take our 75% chance of enjoyment and add 66 2/3% of entertainment, and we got 141 2/3 chance of you loving this video.
Fucking hell. That's not how maths works.
I mean, it helps if you're a wrestling fan. Let's see if this maths spells disaster as Chaotic Neutral plays the definitive wrestling RPG. So we are playing the definitive wrestling RPG, which is coming to Kickstarter very soon. You can find out more about by following the link in the video description down below. Now, the definitive wrestling RPG is trying to capture the magic of wrestling. Be that you want to be the head of creative, i.e. the DM of this game. You want to be one of the wrestlers in the thick of the action using all of your signature moves and your 7 different character types that you can play in this game. Or you just want to be an onlooker and spectating the match and every so often pushing things in a certain direction, because in this game...
Wait, can I roleplay as a wrestling fan?
You can roleplay as a wrestling fan.
Oh, wrestling's so good! Oh, fucking makes so much sense.
Yeah, that is such an unconvincing wrestling fan. You're gonna be a true wrestling fan, you'll be like, this sucks! This is all rubbish, I hate it!
You're so right.
But what isn't rubbish is the definitive wrestling RPG, which we'll be playing for you right now. So thank you very much to the guys behind it for sponsoring this video. If you want to check it out, once again, follow the link in the video description down below. And please do note that this is a playtest version of the game. So the guys are going to be listening to feedback, making changes based on what you see here.
Based on your lovely comments.
Mm-hmm.
So be nice.
Oh, I hate this.
There's the wrestling fan.
So yes, we are playing the definitive wrestling RPG, which is why we have assembled a crack team of wrestling experts. We've got Tempest.
Oh!
We've got Ollie.
Hey!
We've got Luke.
Hello.
And we've got John Gracie, the man who knows the man of 1,001 wrestling facts.
Yep, it's true.
Name one.
Go on, give me a topic. I'll give you a fact.
Wrestling.
No, it's such a broad church, Ollie. You wouldn't get this, but the's so many nuanced
All
facets.
Japan women's from the early 90s.
Okay. It's really good.
He's got, yeah.
Come on! Come on!
He's not wrong.
Show me the lie.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, really good.
You could say it influenced a generation.
I'd say it influenced a generation. I think there's just loads of great moves that came out of it. I feel like the wrestlers really worked really hard. The managers were great. Brilliant stuff on the camera. The camera work, fantastic. And it just really led to a whole new generation of wrestling fans.
John, you've said the camera work fantastic, and you've in conversation about wrestling.
Yeah? Is this like the Phoenix
probably,
Wright
it's
thing?
probably the last.
An inconsistency in your testimony.
Yeah, probably the last 6 months is the only time we could apply that.
Look, I just appreciate the style of the time. It's not for everyone. It's avant-garde, you might say. But for someone who's seen as much wrestling as me, sometimes you learn to appreciate the wrinkles and the bumps along the way. That's part of the journey.
And that's what it's about.
That's what it's
This
about.
fact.
It's not about the
It's
destination.
about the journey. Yeah.
Yes.
I think John's just kept talking until we've hopefully left him alone.
I've got loads more in the tank, but we
we'll-
better get on with this game.
We'll come back to the wrestling facts as we go, but let's find out who everyone is playing first of all, starting with you, Luke.
Hello, I'm playing Chad Baseball, the All-American hero.
Inconsistency.
Objection.
All right. How much am I allowed to swear in this?
As much as you want.
All right.
Oh, straight away.
It's Billy Big Bollocks here. I'm from Camberwell, and I don't take any shit. I've got my dog Bella. She's my love, my life. I believe in anarchy, and I believe in fucking up the establishment.
I'm David Bully. I am the establishment. I was born in Witney, Oxfordshire, in Great Britain. And I've actually come through a lot of difficulties in my life. You know, I had to go to boarding school, spend time away from mummy. Didn't have a PS2 or Sky TV when I was growing up in Witney. But now I'm wreaking revenge with all my money and privilege on the roster as the leader of the Bully Club.
Hello, I am Ricky Speedboat, the fastest wrestler alive. So I say, I am here to win the top championship of this here promotion. and dub it the Speed Championship. It's a name we can all get behind.
We're gonna love it.
Somehow you're the babyface.
Yeah. These matches are gonna be on Twitter.
I'm doing it for all of my friends back in Speed, North Carolina, and for my manager, the great Momentum.
Nice. Very good.
Nice.
There was a point at which I was gonna write you an opponent called Molasses. So, but yeah,
It's a common
Momentum we'll
first
go
name.
with.
It's a common first name.
So the way the Definitive Wrestling RPG works is I am the head of creative of this here promotion, and you guys are in charge of domains of wrestlers. At this point, you usually, because we're young bloods, we're just starting the game, you have one wrestler each, but you can be in charge of multiple different wrestlers in either a faction or just in your control throughout the game. Before the game, everyone has a conversation about what they want to do. Each session of this game is going to be one show of our weekly broadcast, so it's like an episode of Raw or SmackDown or Dynamite. Before we start playing the game, we've already had a conversation about what we're going to be doing for this session. Each player is going to get a promo before their match to buff their stats, basically, in the match. And then the matches are a pretty intense competition of different moves where players are going to be rolling lots and lots of dice to try and get successes, to inflict different types of effects and conditions on their opponent, and then hopefully get the win via pinfall, submission, or maybe even a special stipulation. I will see later, like
death.
in the show. First to die.
Maybe death.
That's all Japan women's stuff, though, from the 90s.
Please, that was FMW.
Yeah, don't embarrass yourself, mate. It's FMW. God, this guy. Sorry about it. Bit of a noob.
So our show opens with a sweeping shot of fans in the stands, spotlights hitting the wrestling ring and whipping around the arena to fill up a frenzy. And you hear a voice on the announcer's side of things saying, "Coming to you live from the Sportaseum in Woking, the Wrestling Titan Federation presents WTF
Hell yeah.
Tempest."
Hey,
That's the name of the show.
Whoa, WTF! Whoa.
move it up.
In the centre of the ring, a man stands. He's tall, he's well muscled, his hair is sort of pulled back into a tight ponytail, he's got this wide jaw. He's wearing a white business suit with a purple cloak kind of over half one shoulder and hanging down his back. This is Pat Trishan, who is the Chief Creative Officer of WTF. He's holding a microphone and he looks into camera and he says to the crowd and to everyone assembled, "This company has been let down. You, the fans, have been let down. I have been let down. And the person who let us all down was none other than the World Heavyweight Champion, Spokes Wheeler. Last week on WTF Tempest, Wheeler sat right there on the ramp with the championship around his waist, and he told you how hard he'd had it here with the championship around his waist. And he said how I was just another glad-handing sycophant for the upper management when it was me who handed him the live microphone so he could say hi to his friends on the indies. Who even is Bolt Banana? Spokes took that microphone and he used it to stab me in the back. Spokes, I have 2 words for you. Why? Why? He cocks his head and he listens, seemingly waiting for the screen to come alive with Spokes Wheeler's music and him to walk out on stage and give an answer. But there's nothing. And he says, Nothing to say, Spokes? Oh yes, that's right. Spokes Wheeler no longer works for the Wrestling Titan Federation. He is no longer our champion, his contract has been terminated, and his title has been stripped. But this presents us with an opportunity, he says, pointing. And above the ring, you can see hanging from the rafters on a brass ring is the WTF World Heavyweight Championship. He says, hanging above this ring is our World Heavyweight Championship. And tonight on WTF Tempest, our superstars will compete for the right to fight for that title in the main event of this show. Not only will they get the chance to win the most coveted prize in all of wrestling, but they will win the chance to become the acceptable face of this company. Someone who I hope is going to take this brand into the future and make decisions not for personal gain or for glory, but for the good of the WTF Republic. So, fans out there in the stands, at home, and you superstars backstage, I just need to ask you, are you ready? Then the screen on the Tron flickers and cuts backstage to a banquet hall. And standing in that banquet hall is David Bully, holding a microphone.
Oh, wow, budget.
Promo, that's where we spent it all. I'll quickly explain, though, how the promos work in the Definitive Wrestling RPG, because each player is going to get a promo for their wrestlers who are in matches on this show, and each promo is basically going to give you either a stat boost, reputation, which can be used to kind of upgrade your character later in the game, or money, which you can spend on your entrances, which also give you stat boosts when we get into the actual matches. In a promo, you can either do one of three things. You can appeal to fame, which is when wrestlers are in a faction and they might do something where they just boost each other up. You can betray in those in-fame promos, and you can steal all of the goodies that you would get, your reputation, your money and that, for yourself. You can appeal to fortune, which is like a sponsorship plug, but you can use that sponsorship plug to put over yourself against your rival, giving you a boost in your rivalry for your match. Or you can appeal to your opponent, which is more of a head-to-head promo battle, and the head of creative gets to choose who won that promo battle and can dish out rewards as they see fit. So, David Bully, in his banquet hall.
So David Bully won't be holding his own microphone, so could you please... Thank you. I'm just sort of finishing off some food, but yeah, no, lovely, on Jamie Yang's yacht. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, hi, yes. So what, I've got a match against William Bollocks, I believe, this evening, and I could talk about William Bollocks and his, don't say this as fact, but I've heard benefit scrounger William Bollocks, and I don't want to talk about that because there is a much bigger blight effect in this country right now, and that is a lot of my friends, like 20 of them, grew up without Sky Television, and I am appealing to the generous hearts of this nation to donate to the Bully Club Foundation so we can raise money for the Bully Club to ensure every middle-class child has Sky Television at home.
The camera holds for a really awkwardly long time on the end of this, and then this show probably being broadcast on Sky, most likely, cuts over to his opponent, Billy Big Bollocks.
Thank you.
Where is Billy Big Bollocks?
Billy Big Bollocks is in the local laundrette in Camberwell.
Okay, so we cut into... The camera maybe does like a really awkward, pretending it's in the sort of tumble dryer shot, and then we sort of pull out of that going, and then we cut to you.
Now I may fight dirty. People say I fight dirty, and they're right. But there's one thing in this world that stays clean, and that is my dog Bella. And I picked my little British bulldog up and cradle her. And the way I keep her clean is Madam Barkwell's dog shampoo. It's the only thing. It's the only thing that keeps this fur clean. But I tell you what, there's one thing even worse than dirt, and that's rich. All right. Let me tell you, there's gonna be some cleaning in the house tonight as I fight. What's his name? David.
It's David Bully.
David Bully. The clue's in the fucking title. He's going down.
So because you both appealed to fortune there, and you both plugged different sponsors, you with the dog shampoo, and you with
Not a sponsor, a charity partner.
a charity partner,
It's,
Sky
legally
Television.
Suggested donation.
The Murdochs, yeah. So you were going to get you're going to get +1 rivalry with each other because you both spoke about each other, and you were also going to gain 2K in fortune because you get 1K of fortune for every 50 reputation you have. You both have a starting 100 because you're young bloods in this game. Characters can move from young bloods to seasoned veterans and then into like really old veterans as the game goes on. And if you tell a story from your past, you may pay 4K fortune to gain another origin related to your story. But
I did tell a story from my past.
You did actually.
About, I grew up without Sky TV.
would you like to spend 4K to gain an origin?
To gain another origin. That gives me a whole new...
Ability, yeah.
Yes, I would like to spend 4K. Drop in the ocean for me, old boy.
All right.
Bet 2K's the most amount of money
I
I've
mean,
ever seen.
it's not. You've got 7.
Star wipe.
There's a Cayman Islands.
Yeah.
So with that, the camera pans back into the arena, and the crowd are cheering and clapping as the announcer steps into the ring and says, making his way to the ring, hailing from Camberwell, London, Billy Big Bollocks!
And Anarchy in the UK starts playing by the Sex Pistols. Have I described? I don't know if I've described William's vibe.
Feel free to do that right now.
He's got like those tight, like drain pipe jack-up trousers of the Bother Boys. He's got black boots. He's got a white shirt with a like a nuclear symbol in the middle, and then black braces. He's got a large pink, large pink mohawk, and he's walking along. He's striding along, and he's got the Union Jack flag tied around him like a cape, billowing out the back. And he's not got Bella on a lead because he doesn't believe in things like that. He doesn't believe in control. So Bella's just like roaming around. Bella is the British bulldog, just kind of running around on the floor. Shall I describe my entrance?
Yeah, go for it. So one thing about entrances is you do get to spend a bit of your money on an entrance. For each of these things that you choose to buy, you gain 1 hype. Hype is a resource that you can use to roll extra dice when you're trying to succeed on a move. Each dice is basically another chance to succeed. You need a certain amount of successes or failures on the dice in order to either gain special effects on your different moves. So what you can buy, Billy Big Bollocks, you can have professional music mixing for 2K. Ooh.
So it's a knockoff Anarchy
Yep.
in the arena.
You can have backup dancers, but that does require 500 reputations, and that would
can't
cost you
afford
1K. You can have a costume, which is 0.5K for each scar that the wrestler has. You can have pyrotechnics, fog trucks, or other machinery, which is minus 3K fortune. Or you can request a guest commentator, which would require a willing wrestler from somebody else's domain. So either Luke or Tempest.
Well, and you would commentate the whole
You
time.
would commentate the whole match.
I'm very tempted.
It's worth noting that there is a commentator onlooker as well. So one will probably get added to the game anyway. which
Right,
we'll
I feel
go
like
over.
that's you as the GM though, right? You're going to be the commentator?
You'll be watching along, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to take away from you. I feel like that's a big role for you. Are there any other things I can spend money on?
So that's it. So I mean, you could basically spend,
Definitely doing pyrotechnics.
yeah, you could spend like 5K to get 2 hype to begin the match with, which is pretty
So
good.
pyrotechnics for 3K, and then do I need to save money if I'm in the next match, or will I get any of that back?
Yeah. So the other thing about this hype thing is that anything you buy now, you have to use in the next match. So if you buy it now and you can't afford it for the next match, you're going to start the next match not only with no hype but another penalty as well. You lose all the entrances, rituals, and any bonuses from your hometown. That doesn't matter because no one's in their hometown because we're in Woking.
Home of wrestling.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend
It's fun
three.
to see him.
I'm going to spend 3K on pyrotechnics, leaving with 4K for when I win for the next match.
Okay, so you are going to start the match with +1 hype.
+1 hype. Lovely.
We will go into more as we get into the match.
Right, so my entrance, so Billy Big Bollocks comes out, he's got the Union Jack tied around his neck, he's billowing out like a cape, it's a bit like Tetsubo and Akira, he's got this big flowing flag. Anarchy in the UK is playing, do I want the professional music mix? Okay, I'm not going to spend money on that, so a legally distinct Anarchy in the UK plays by like the Sorks Postals or something like that. And he comes out, undoes the flag, dabs his mouth with it as he's staring at you. Is
He's not out
Bully
yet.
here?
No,
Okay.
Bully's backstage ready to make
Okay.
his
Well,
entrance.
I do like a cruel mime of like a posh guy, like dabbing my mouth from all the poor people I've eaten. And he takes the Union Jack and he puts it between his legs and does like a floss with it. And then he throws it to the floor. Whereupon Bella, who is well trained at this point, goes and like tears it and then does a little piss on it. And then she like settles in as a dog bed there, and he struts into the ring and just like lifts up the, what do you call them, bars?
The ropes.
Ropes, yeah.
The wrestling expert.
I call them the bars, but
They had bars in all Japan
yeah.
back in the 90s.
Back in the day it was called the bars. I lift up the bars and just stride under in one step and just stand in the middle, arms out loud and go, where is the Is he ready? Didn't think so.
With that, the announcer says, making his way to the ring, hailing from Witney, Oxfordshire, Great Britain, David Bully.
I overspent a bit on my other origin. So I did have a larger entrance planned. Can I still do that and just not get any?
You've got 3K left.
Yeah, I don't want to just
Why
spunk all the 3
don't you
grand.
describe it and we'll see.
See what you can
compare
afford.
it, and I'll be looking at the list and we'll say what comes off.
Well, Beethoven's Ode to Joy, which I think is out of copyright. This can just be grabbed off the internet as a free version.
You can get the one from Peggle, the like lounge jazz one.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
And it's a limo on the side of the stage, comes out.
A limo?
Yeah, well, this is
owns the
my...
limo.
I own the limo.
You brought it from home.
I've come from the banquet hall, and I'm just out the top with a bottle of champers.
Also from home.
Life's great.
Life's great. His catchphrase.
And then I see what you've done to the Union flag. Like, smash the bottle on the top through the side of the limo. That limo's a write-off now. It's a disposable limo, single use. And I get out. I'm like, come with me. And then out the front of the car gets Hillary Bully, my brother. It's a man's name. Hillary.
Yeah.
And he's massive because he plays ruggers.
Lovely.
And he escorts me down to the ring. He's much larger than me. I'm 6 foot, but he's like 6'7", and he's just an absolute brick house, tight end, tight half. Is that a ruggers thing?
Tight end?
He's got a tight end.
He's got a tight end. It is a rugby thing.
Sounds
He's got
like a
tight
rugby
end.
thing.
Big
He's in
casino
ritual. And yeah, he's obviously the big muscle, and I'm giving it all that. I've got my top
He's
hat,
got a scrummy tight end.
got my tails on, and my bow tie is undone because I've had a few.
Have we shown everyone your drawing? I can't get over it. It's fucking fantastic. No identifying features on the face. It's brilliant.
Mummy said it was great.
Yeah.
Put
So
that on
you
the fridge
basically-
with the rest of them.
Posh Slender Man.
Honestly, one more time. It's the shoes that get me. I'm not a visual person, so I'm not mocking. I'm no better, but
I ran out of time for the shoes, but they are custom made.
I'm going to show mine.
churches.
Mine is not particular. I copied it from a picture on the internet, so just so I'm not laughing at you because I'm not very good.
Feels like you are laughing at me.
I'm laughing at you and
And this is what me and my people have to deal with all the time.
Your people?
It's people like you who say they come up with the culture and everything, and now we're just here like trying to have a nice time.
okay.
I think because you didn't pay for music, professional mixing, there is a brief moment before your Ode to Joy kicks in where there's an advert for Raid Shadow Legends, because they're clearly paying it off YouTube. But the rest of it, you brought the rest of the stuff from home, so I think it's fine. You also, I feel like you had a little bit of a ritual in your... There's a mechanic in this game of like having a ritual thing you might do on the way to the ring. So like, imagine CM Punk saying it's clobbering time or whatever it is that might be, or
Does he just nick Valve the thing?
yeah.
Yes.
He came up with it.
Are you allowed to do that? Like, so I could be like, I'm Spider-Man.
I don't think I'm Spider-Man is what Spider-Man says very often.
I think in fact he says it in
all
most
the
of the
time,
films,
all the
actually.
time, actually. Every comic.
Spider-Man.
If we could just do a quick edit of
he
all the
just
times
keeps
this-
being introduced. Like now people don't know who Spider-Man is. It's been around for ages and he's still having to introduce
I'm
himself.
Spider-Man, come on!
Spider-Man.
I've got the suit and everything. Do you want me to web you? I'm Spider-Man. So you're gonna just take a famous person's catchphrase?
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Jesus
He's got away with it for so many years.
But I think flossing with the Union Jack is probably one of your rituals. So you're
Yeah.
also going to get +1 hype for that. But I'm going to
cool.
give you +1 hype for drinking your champers, riding in on your limo. So before we kick off this match, a couple of bits of housekeeping. First of all, you guys have a rivalry with each other. Before a match, each player is going to bolster their flair by their rivalry. So you add +1 to your flair for the rivalries you have with the other players in the match. And for the players not in the match, Tempest and Luke, you get to do something.
Ooh.
You get to secretly pick one of these. Because you are going to be onlookers in this match. And onlookers are players who are just watching. They are going to be able to have special abilities that will affect the match in different ways. There are multiple different types of onlookers, from guest commentators, surprise acts, hecklers, a mob, the angry mob, sycophants, saboteurs, gamblers, and undercover scouts.
Oh, okay, from other wrestling promotions.
Yeah, and so you can start to bend the game to your will as the universe. Okay, so a match in the Definitive Wrestling RPG is all about the spotlight and intensity. The spotlight is going to pass between the two players in the match. Each time you have the spotlight, you can do a number of moves based on the intensity of the match, which starts at 0 and can go all the way up to 6. So once we get to 6 intensity, you can hit 6 different moves. The only problem is that usually when the match intensifies, which is a specific keyword in certain moves, the spotlight will pass back to your opponent, meaning that they will get to do the most moves first. So once it starts to hit 6, probably if John, you were the one who intensified at 5 to get it to 6, it will only intensify when you lose the spotlight, which is usually done by failing a move or running out of moves in that spotlight. It will then pass back over to Ollie and ratchet up to 6.
So if you fail a move, does the spotlight pass immediately?
Yes.
Oh, even on 6?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So it means the more successful moves you can do, basically.
So the risk is...
Yeah, so if
how many you
the
do.
intensity was 2, you can do 2 moves, but you have to do the first one successfully to do the second one. And there are obviously moves that combo together with like different effects. Like you've got a base set of moves like strike, clash, pin, boast, and recover, which every single person can do. And then you all have 3 signature moves, which can be done at different. Some of them have like different intensity requirements. Like your finisher might be the one you want to wait until 6 intensity to try to pull off. Because it will be your most devastating. But with signature moves, you only get 1 attempt at them per match. So choosing your moment to try and use your signature move is going to be key here, because you have to beat the stats of your opponent, which you can whistle down through using the more basic moves. So the final thing to do is choose who goes first. Now usually in a match the underdog is chosen to go first and start with a spotlight, but here you are both equally reputation wise, like
You think he's the underdog? Fucking Moneybags McGee arriving in a limo.
I didn't say culturally the underdog. I said just stats wise. But I do actually think you're going to have a harder time here. So John, you can start with the spotlight.
Wonderful.
So on your turn, what you can do is we are at intensity 0 right now, which means you can do 1 move and before the spotlight passes, because basically the way the game works is you're going to do a move, you're going to roll some dice, you're going to see if you can gain the special effect of that move, but you will always get an effect out of that move. Everything you do will be effective in some way, but it's just whether or not you get the bonuses that come with that. And then the turn will pass back over to Ollie as you attempt to whittle each other down and get a pin. So John, what do you want to do? Probably best to start with one of our basic moves.
So absolutely. So as I see, is it David? Why do I keep forgetting your name?
David
Such a
Bully.
simple name, Dave. So as I see David clambering into the ring, Billy runs up, and as he's kind of getting through the ropes, he's like fumbling a bit. He's making an idiot of himself. Billy just grabs him, because I'm going to use a special move called, it's a striker special move called All or Nothing. Usable only during your first spotlight, cannot fail, and it is a chain move. I'm going to gain combo equal to the score that I roll. So,
okay.
And there's some other cool stuff that I'll show in a second. So it's my drive minus odds are the number of dice I'm allowed to roll. It's my drive minus 2. My drive is 6.
Let me really quickly explain the different stats, actually, because that's probably very useful. So you're going to roll, your odds are basically the number of dice that you get to use for the move, and that might just say like a flat rate of like 8 or 10, or it might be one of your stats, and your stats do different things. There are 4 stats in the DWRPG. There's drive, which is basically your will to win and not give up, which is used to kind of counter certain moves, especially like submissions and that kind of thing. There is your toughness, which is how hard it is to do a move on you. Most moves will be checked against the opponent's toughness. So when you roll your odds here, you are looking to beat Ollie's toughness of whatever that might be. There are your wits. Wits can be spent basically to increase the certain special effects in moves. They can do extra stuff. Basically, if you have good wits and drive, you're a bit of a powerhouse. But if you have good toughness, and then our final one is flair, which is your charisma. It also is the mechanic through which you build hype. You can never have hype more than your flair in a match. That is your kind of max cap of hype, and hype can be spent once again to roll extra dice on your turn.
We can never have hype more than your flair.
Yes.
Interesting.
So you are capped at whatever you had there. So yeah, in this game, flair and wits are basically like your attacks and the things you'll use to do your abilities, and tough and drive is your defense. So John, yours is...
So this move is, the odds are drive minus 2. My drive is 6. So I'm going to roll 4 dice to start grabbing you as you clamber through the ropes. Oh, that's huge.
That's a very good roll, because when you roll dice in the DWRPG, you are looking for 4, 5s, and 6s. They count as success. The numbers don't matter. It is just 4, 5, and 6 is a 1 success. So in the case of what you've just rolled here, you've rolled 3 successes, but there is one further wrinkle. Because you've rolled a 6, you're going to add 1 dice to that pool and roll a new die.
Actually, I'll just roll this one because it's not being used. It's a 1.
So 3 successes, and Ollie's toughness is...
My toughness is 4.
So the effect is gain combo equal to score. So
you gain
I've
3
now got
combo.
a combo of 3, but immediately increase the intensity by 3.
Oh, whoa.
When you lose or give up the spotlight, you are exhausted and the intensity is reverted. So it's kind of a temporary boost. I get like a quick dash of energy right at the start.
God damn, he started hot.
Yeah. So intensity is currently 1 or currently 0? I assume it starts at 1.
Intensity starts at 0, so we'll go up to 3.
Okay. And I've used 1 move.
Yep, you've used 1 move and the intensity is now 3, so you've got 2 more moves.
2 more moves, right. So.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
No,
So what I'm going to do first is.
not even in the ring yet.
Don't worry.
Ding, ding, ding.
Don't worry. You're coming with me, I say, and I drag you into the ring. And the first thing I'm going to do is a little. Where is my sheet? Oh, I've got it here.
If you would like the explanation of what combo is, John.
Yes.
Combo. A wrestler can have any number of combo during a match. Combo can be spent during certain moves for additional effects.
Okay.
Whenever a wrestler uses a passive move, they lose all of the combo that they have. Whenever a wrestler would give up the spotlight, they may spend all of their combo to extend that spotlight.
Okay.
When you extend the spotlight, you add 1 move to the spotlight. So at this point, if you wanted to spend all of your combo, you could do 4 moves.
Is this
As
just
long
going to
as
be a
that-
squash match?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Me wailing on a rich guy.
It's what we all want to see.
Yeah, the fans love it. So my first move, or my second move, I'm going to use a clash, which is a momentum move. This is going to be a grab or a topple if I succeed.
Yep.
And I want to topple you. I want to get you out, get you through the bars, and then slam you down onto the canvas. The canvas.
Hey.
Yeah. Slam you down to the canvas. So I'm going to. I've got an odds of 8. Pin you after this. Okay, that is.
Goodness.
That's huge.
Okay,
Rolling
so
big.
only 1. Oh no, 3 6s.
3 6s and a 5.
So that's 4.
So that's
and then
4
I'm
and
gonna
3 more
re-roll
dice.
3. Get rid of that.
So he's already beat your toughness of 4.
And that is another 2.
Another 2, so 6 successes. So when you use a regular move, there are the 5 in the game, you get an effect and then a special effect if you succeed on the move. The effect here is that you get to grab or topple the target. These are both conditions that can happen, depending on which one you choose. I'll explain what it does. And you're also going to get the special effect, which is this may be used as a throw move, which means you could throw David Bully out of the ring if you wanted to.
Oh, that would
And when
be
out of the
good.
ring, stuff happens out of the ring.
Oh.
There is a bonus effect outside the ring, and you can get counted out, obviously.
Hillary!
Okay. Hillary! If I can throw, I'm going to chuck him on Hillary then.
Okay.
So you're
Oh,
climbing.
don't chuck me on Hillary!
Okay.
You're climbing into the ring. I just grab you and go, see you later, sunshine, and chuck him down on his brother.
Swinging around and go, out you go.
If you want to chuck him out the ring, you use a throw move. You have to score twice or more your target difficulty, which you didn't do. Which would
Twice
eject,
or more?
Which would eject the target from the ring.
Oh, shame.
So you're not going to be able to throw
I
him.
didn't come up with a great line.
I will say that I'll say that you throw him into Hillary though. So you grab him while he's coming into the ring and you chuck him towards Hillary, and they just clatter together into the corner.
Oh, so is Hillary in the ring?
Maybe he's on the
would've-
ring apron.
Yeah, he's on the ring apron, so you knock Hillary back down you chuck him into Hillary on the apron, and Hillary falls back down outside the rings, and you're just sort of tied up on the floor. You can also choose to, so you've been able to use this as a throw move. You can use grab or topple as well, which are both effects.
Oh, so the throw is a bonus.
Throws a bonus.
Okay. Yeah, my plan is to topple him then. I'd
Topple,
like to get him
okay.
on the floor.
So a topple means that you any move you use against Ollie now has +2 odds, which means you get 2 extra die for every single attack that you're going to do because you're a toppled target.
And that's just for this until
Yep.
his
So
turn.
after the next move, so if there's one more move against you that's successful, or you gain the spotlight, you are no longer toppled. But for the next move, John has increased odds. You could
yeah.
also, John, choose to leverage your wits to daze the target here.
Ooh.
And dazing the target.
This game's great.
When you, if you choose to daze the target, Ollie can't leverage wits on certain moves, meaning that it's easy to make them successful if you leverage your wits, basically.
My wits are really bad.
Wits is all I got.
I'm probably not going to bother with that.
Fair. Like wits is a thing. You have as many uses of leveraging your wits as you have in the wits stat. So you can choose to. You basically spend one use of it. You'd have,
So I don't have to roll dice.
no, you don't have to roll anything. It's just you
okay.
choose to do it now or not. But we are going to intensify, which means the next time we pass back to Ollie, we are going to add 1 to the intensity. So you're going to get 4 moves anyway.
Well, no, it does revert back to.
Oh,
At the
reverts
end
back
of
to
my
the-
special, it reverts back to what it was.
Oh, so you're going to revert back to 1. So we'll have 1 move for you.
I'm going to use my wits. I'm going to leverage my wits, so I can do it twice, right?
Yes.
I'm going to do it once.
Okay. So you are now dazed. Please add dazed to your character sheet.
I feel like
Welcome to the ring, sunshine.
I'm playing Uno and the guy's immediately just
+4.
plus four.
Well, I have got one more move. So now that I've got an extra 2 dice, do you mind if I borrow these 2?
Go for it.
So I'm going to do a strike, and if I achieve a special, this may be used as an aerial move. So I'm going to try and roll 8, which I will need to double your 4, right? So I'm going to climb up onto the apron. Is that the corner thing? The barber's pole. Yeah, I'm gonna climb to the turnbuckle, and I'm gonna try and jump down on you as you're lying on the floor dazed.
yeah.
And let's see how well this goes. Okay.
It's not as good.
No, it's absolutely hideous. In fact, that is a fail. That is only 3.
That is 3 successes. Okay, so
Unbelievably bad. There's your 2 back.
Thank you.
well, when you
Give me
do
the good
fail,
ones.
you do still get stuff here. You're just not going to get the special, which is this may be used as an aerial move.
Definitely not an
nor are
aerial
you going to
move.
get the effect, which is you damage the target. Sorry, no, you're going to get the success bonus, which is intensify, and you leveraging your wits to try and knock.
Oh, leverage was to knock out.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
shit.
here you are going to damage the target, which means you get to add either a stack of fatigue, which will minus points from your toughness, making you easy to hit, or a stack of break, which will minus points from your drive when we check the drive, which makes you easier to submit or knock out.
So I'm going to add a stack of fatigue to you. So I think I was intending to do like a really cool drop kick off the ropes, but instead I kind of fall off and land on you. So it's not really an aerial attack.
There's still enough force behind it, I think.
Yeah. It's not really a people's elbow, it's more like a people's tumble. But I fall onto you and hit you in the stomach properly. So it does a bit of damage. Ooh, my caviar!
Finally, though, some luck for the rich guy.
It's about time. So that's the end of my 3 moves.
So you have used up your 3 moves in your spotlight, which means the intensity is going to revert back to 0. We're then going to hop the spotlight over because
If we may,
Yeah.
I'm
For
going
fuck's
to use
sake,
my
Luke.
15 seconds of fame. Whenever a wrestler gives or loses the spotlight, you may take it and say whatever you wish for under a minute.
Fantastic.
Can I not hit anyone?
okay.
I'm just a heckler in the crowd. Oh, I don't need the microphone. I'm a heckler in the crowd.
Okay, well, let me just give you 1 minute on the clock, Luke. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Oi, buddy, yeah? Oi, what are you talking about, eh? Oi, what's wrong with you? What's your types, eh? What, Sky TV, is it? Oh, is that what it's all about? How much is a pint of milk, eh? Can you tell me that? How much is a pint of milk? You can't tell me, can you, rich twats? That's your problem. You think you know all this? You know nothing, mate. You get your arse kicked, don't you? How much is a pint of milk, eh? Hey, what's this Sky TV? I don't have it either.
Keep going. You've got 35 seconds, Luke.
I see you throwing up. Yeah, rich twat.
30 seconds.
Elders.
There we go.
Pint of milk.
And what do you get for that, Luke, as an
Nothing.
onlooker?
Fantastic.
So as a heckler, 15 seconds of fame, whenever a wrestler gives or loses the spotlight, you may take it and say
Yeah, basically at the-
whenever.
Yeah,
every time.
At the end of a match, a wrestler under your domain gains 10 R fame for each time you took the spotlight.
Very nice. Okay.
There is a mechanic in this. You can call for security to have me ejected.
I can.
Well, I mean, you can also do
Oh,
that.
absolutely not.
You have to choose to do it as a move. So while a wrestler has the spotlight, they may give it up as a passive move in order to remove your onlooker role as a heckler. And when they do, they lose all of their hype.
Okay, so how many? So the spotlight's on me now.
Spotlight is on
What
you.
is the intensity?
The
How many
intensity
moves can I
is
have?
1. So
Shut
you've got
up.
1 move.
What? I get 1 move?
So
I
I
waited
did-
like 10 minutes.
I did raise the intensity with my clash move.
Yes,
That
but we were at
helps.
0 intensity. which
doesn't-
means
it doesn't add one
Only,
every-
it only
every
goes up
turn?
when it intensifies. So 1 intensity.
Coming for you later, stupid dickhead. All right.
What are you going to do,
pleb.
Oliver?
I am going. Right, I'm going to.
Oh, fucking hurry up, Ollie.
I had a whole thing I was
going
going to do, but I don't have the luxury.
So David Bully has been knocked off of his feet by this cannonball from the top rope. What is he doing?
He's done a little vomit.
I'm in the corner. I'm dry heaving because there's no turkey left in me anymore.
The crowd's shouting at you.
Like, Hillary, pass me the cane, because I've got this really fancy cane. And Hillary passes me the cane. I'm going to use bludgeon. I'm going to use a weapon move because I'm a gangster. Brackets white collar, and I start off any match with a weapon.
Great. So Gangster is one of the 7 different styles of characters that you can play as. There are multiple different ones like Colossus, who are your big meaty boys, Powerhouses, who are meaty boys who like to throw people around, Strikers, Wild, who are like the Undertaker or Bray Wyatt, that kind of mysterious character, Gangsters, who else is there? Flyers, and then there's one more, Technician, which is Brian Danielson.
They just like fix the ring and make sure the lighting.
Yeah.
It's really actually a really important role.
So
Just doing the curtains that people walk in and out of.
It's undersung.
So it's a power move, odds of 12.
Odds of 12.
What you doing? What's the move?
I'm going to hit you in the face
bludgeon, this is the
with
weapon.
my cane. So yeah, I roll 12. That is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And that's
And
against
two
my
extra- and two
Two
extra dice.
re-rolls of 6.
and that's against my toughness.
So 8.
8 successes. And your
Against
toughness
my
is 6,
my
so that
toughness
means you
is
get the
6.
full effect. So do you want to read what happens with the bludgeon move, Ollie?
Yeah, sure. I have toppled the target. Intensify.
Wonderful. So Intensify, we're going to write down Intensify.
Does that mean I get another move?
No, it means we're going to go up to 2 when we pass back the spotlight.
So I've
The
just given
intent-
him
the intent- This is the way
Finally.
the game works. It's a backwards and forwards. Every time you intensify, you don't get the benefit of it immediately. You have to pass the turn back to the opponent, who's going to reap the benefits of your intensity.
Yeah, you reaped
And
loads
then-
of benefits from my turn.
And then what are you going to do?
Well, the weapon's removed from play, so that's back
Okay,
with
so,
Hillary.
yep.
He's sort of clean.
So let's say you hit him so hard the cane snaps.
What? It's not
You've
a
got-
cheap game.
You've got multiple canes.
Yeah, it's a one-use cane like your limo. Yeah, so I'm just celebrating the fact that I've dive bombed you, and then you just break a cane over the back of my head.
Yeah.
Great.
Successful bonus, daze and expose. the
Okay,
target.
so you
So
are.
my trousers fall.
Yes, that's it.
re-
So
remove my heart
dazed,
boxes.
you can't leverage your wits now because you are dazed. And exposed is the next time you are damaged an additional time. So you will do double damage on your next attack.
Nice.
Obviously, the topple won't matter too much here because you're not going to be able to do a follow-up move, but you have basically set yourself up for a big success on the next
Yeah, so you better make this one count, mate.
Okay.
As the spotlight passes back across to Billy Big Bollocks.
Woo! Billy Big Bollocks! Woohoo! That's my guy! As I am the onlooker, the sycophant. Every time the spotlight shifts over to my chosen champion, Billy Big Bollocks, I may offer you +1 hype.
Fantastic.
You must choose to accept, and for every time that you accept my help, I get to then add that hype to my character later in the show.
Hell yeah. I'm in. So you doing this as your wrestler, so not as a
Well,
random.
I'm an onlooker here, but a wrestler in my domain
Great.
would gain the benefit later in the show.
I accept.
So
Big
John,
Bollocks! Big Bollocks! Big Bollocks! Big Bollocks!
Big, why are you not chanting?
I think they're talking about you, Hillary.
Okay.
Tight.
So
Tight. What a tight end.
Can I eject you as well? Is that part of your thing? Can I do that later?
No. I'm not doing anything wrong.
my turn.
Yes.
Billy Big Bollocks, you've toppled him with your cane. You shattered over his head. And he gets up, he picks up the two halves of the cane, and he's a little bit dazed, and he walks up to you, and he just chucks them in your face. Because what I'm doing here, and while you're like, whoa, what's this? What I'm doing is a fake out. This is another striker move, signature move. Intensity 2 or higher, so that's fine for me to do, right?
Yep. This is one of your signature moves. That
You know what? It does say cost leverage wits, and I'm not allowed to do that because I'm dazed, am I?
Oh yes, yes.
actually-
You can't do that.
I'm not doing it. I chuck the sticks in your face and then I punch you.
Okay, so you're gonna do a strike.
I'm gonna do a strike, like a little sucker punch right between the eyes.
Odds
Right
10.
Right between the monocles.
Looking to beat 4. because you're a glass cannon.
I did fatigue you, so I imagine it's 3 now, right?
Oh yes, yeah. Thanks, John.
Okay.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh,
That's a lot of 6s.
Oh, Lord. That's huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus I get to re-roll 4, which is these 4.
4 6s.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
my
got 2
God.
more.
2 more 6s.
That's 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Against my 3.
Yep. So you succeeded, which means damage the target, fatigue or break.
I'll add another fatigue to you.
We intensify.
So yeah, the way that looks is, I kind of throw the sticks either side of you, and while you're looking, I just sucker punch you right between the eyes.
You can also choose to leverage your wits to knock out.
I can't leverage
leverage
this.
that. Oh, you
I'm
can't,
dazed,
yeah.
sadly. How
But-
long does days last?
Days will last until you succeed on a move. So after this move,
No longer dazed.
you are no longer dazed.
Am I still exposed?
Yes, you'll be exposed until Ollie hits a move.
Your Billy Big Bollocks are exposed.
Yeah, your trousers have split.
So a pin I don't want to do until he's on the ground, or can I just try and pin?
You can try and pin, yeah.
I'll try and pin you.
Okay. So when you try for a pin, odds are 8. You've got to beat the toughness. And then we'll do pinning into target, and you're giving up the spotlight. So
Yes.
that means you're going to get 3 chances to kick out.
Okay, right.
Oh,
you
so intensity has now gone up to 3 because I punched you. So intensity is now 3. So you're going to get extra moves, you lucky boy. But yeah, I'm going to try and pin you.
You're going to try and pin me before I get my moves.
Yeah, because when you try and pin, you give up the spotlight anyway.
Yeah.
It's my final move.
Yeah.
So yeah, sucker punch you between the eyes, and then just jump on you to just stand. What I believe is called a standing pin. I believe that's what it's called in the industry.
Schoolboy him.
Ones.
Public schoolboy him.
Yeah.
Private schoolboy him.
Yeah. Okay, so that is 5. Oh no, I'll keep that. 5. That is a 5.
5, so that's a success. So on a success with a pin move, you
Whoop.
swing, you hit him in the face, and then as he staggers away, you literally just roll him up from behind, leveraging your full weight here. So we're now going to pass the spotlight back over and intensify. So 3.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Moves.
Has the spotlight been taken?
Spotlight's been passed, yeah.
Yeah,
Do you wanna-
Twat! David is a twat, he's a twat, he's a twat! Twat! David is a twat, he's a twat, he's a twat!
Perfect.
I love that song.
It's a great tune.
We're now in a pinfall, which means that you can only use ground moves, and the penalty is equal to your fatigue, which is -2. When you succeed on a pinfall move, you are no longer pinned. Non-ground moves against a non-pinned opponent will also stop the pin if someone else chooses to do them. If you fail to do a move while you are pinned, you receive a count. As we all know in wrestling, you receive 3 counts. It's over.
You're out of there.
John is exhausted, which means you can't use the extra die when you roll a 6. We missed that rule. There's a lot of rules, but we're picking up as we go along.
I should have saved that for the second match.
So you don't get to roll those extra d6s. I don't think it will have affected too much because I think you succeeded on everything before you actually started rolling extra dice anyway. So I think we are where we are. You are pinned. You have 3 moves.
I've got 3 moves of the intensity, so I can. I'm gonna do a strike. So he's rolled me up, which is like that. So I'm just gonna like that, like go behind me.
Yep.
So you can
and
do
I'm
a
gonna
strike?
hit him.
You can do a strike, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's power move. Odds of 10.
But -2 because you're pinned. Because
-2.
you have a penalty equal to your fatigue, and you've been fatigued for 2 stacks.
Yeah, that's true. So only 8 die, whatever. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4,
That is a
5.
3, sir.
Oh yes.
An extra die. You do get an extra die.
Got 4, but I've got 1 more.
So yeah, keep that roll up. Yeah. 4.
It's a 5. That's 5.
5. What's your
My
toughness?
toughness is 6.
So on a failure, 1.
I whisper.
And now what do I do? I roll again.
You're going to have to roll again.
The same move, the same odds and everything.
Same odds and everything, but you have succeeded on a strike move, so I think you do get to damage the target. So you could add a stack of fatigue to John.
Okay.
I didn't succeed, did I?
You get it anyway because it's an effect.
Okay, great.
You don't get this. You don't get the special.
1 off fatigue.
Okay, so that's fatigue again. So the ref has gone.
1. And I tried to punch you and that didn't work.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try again. 8 die again. 1, 2, 3, but 2 are 6s.
Okay.
Oh my god. They're both 4s, so that's 5 again.
5 again, but you fatigue John to 5.
Oh yeah, is it meat to beat?
So it is meat to beat in this situation. So
So I've succeeded, I've punched
You
you.
give me a dead leg.
you give a dead you give
a
Billy
Charlie
Big
horse.
Bollocks a dead leg. As he's exposed as well. So actually on your first roll, you would have added 2 stacks of fatigue because you
Smashed it. Yeah, double damage.
So wasn't it just beat you?
So
Didn't need to meet.
no, it does. Is it that I'm easy to beat, or is it that?
it means it would mean that on this roll you would have only needed a 4 rather than 5.
So I took 2 fatigue from the first punch,
And now
I'm
you're
about
taking,
to take
you're
another
going to
4.
take an extra
Another 2.
No, you'll take whatever
Just
Ollie
one.
chooses here. 1
Yeah.
fatigue or 1 break. But
So
not
it's only the
fatigue.
first attack is doubled.
Yes.
Am I no longer exposed?
You're no longer exposed,
Okay.
which means
pull
that
my-
the
I pull my
referee
trousers up.
is about to count 2 and your arm shoots up in the air. You've kicked out. You've got 1 more move.
I've got 1 more move, so
Got 3 fatigue now.
you've got 3 fatigue. Should I just pin you?
Yeah, you just try it.
Yeah, he's kicked out,
little
and
tough cunt.
I've done the Darby Allen crucifix pin. So I've leapt forward, I've caught his arm, and I've...
Derby Allen
yeah.
crucifix pin. We all know
All
that.
right.
Yeah, we know the one.
What's it called?
Last
Supper.
Last Supper.
Last Supper.
Last Supper.
Cool.
Samurai?
So I pin the
Seven
target. I bet what? Let's see if it's successful, right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Reroll 1. 4.
4 and your current.
My fatigue is 3.
And so your toughness starting is 5.
Is 6.
6. So you're on 3 toughness, which means the pin goes through.
What a reversal!
The spotlight passes back to John.
Oh, you've got
Hey, hey, Billy! Hoo! Ha! I wanna know
If you'll
Count the pin!
If you'll wash my dog.
All right, so it's back to me.
Yes.
So I accept. I
Gains
accept.
a hype.
So I've got a hype of 4. And remind me what hype does.
You can
Laurie?
spend it to roll extra dice. So if you want to use it to succeed on getting out of this pin, you
might
could
have
potentially do that.
I've got 4 hype. I can only have a max of 7 because that's my flair. Okay, so it's over to me. Did the intensity go up at any point during your? When you hit me, it went up, right?
It
would
would
have done,
have, yes, it would have intensified. So we're on 4. Actually, because you succeeded once, didn't you? Properly.
Yeah.
So we're on 4 intensity now.
All right.
My brother, intensify.
All right. So in order to break, so I'm just going to start clattering him, right? It's the only way to break this pin.
Yeah.
So how are you pinning me, Ollie? What does it look like?
I've sort of got this and this. What's it look like?
Just show me on the table.
You basically grapple, you roll around one arm and you roll your legs around the other one, and then you pull them over like they're crucified.
Yeah.
So I'm on top of you like this.
Yeah, but your shoulders are on the mat.
With your legs in the air,
And how are you pinning me? You've just got your.
bollocks exposed.
Well, we're going to come back to that. You'll notice I've made precautions for that in my costume. All right, so I've got to get out of this. I mean, I think I'm just going to have to punch you. My goal is to punch you square in the nuts. And I roll 10,
Yep.
but I could use some hype to roll extra. But I only have to beat 2, right?
Actually, you get penalty due to your fatigue, so you're going to minus die from what you're rolling.
Oh, do I minus die?
Yeah, because you
as
have
well?
a penalty. Yep. So
So minus 3 fatigue.
Yeah.
So I only
Oh,
roll
wait, you're
7.
laughing about hype spending now.
No. So I roll 7.
roll
I've got-
7 die to beat 2.
Oops, missed the whole thing. All right. So I can't re-roll my 6s, but that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
That is
Okay.
sufficient.
So again, like on a strong 1 count, just you just.
Yeah, I want to do an,
Yeah.
an uppercut straight in the nuts.
Weirdly,
Yeah.
you kick out. It's like,
What are you wearing? What is your like what cloth? What
Like
material?
sort of no longer a top hat that fell off when I started vomiting, but tails and long trousers.
Okay, so quite thin fabric.
Morning dress.
Morning. Okay, well you're going to be mourning something. You're going to be mourning the loss of your nuds as I uppercut.
Also increase the intensity.
increase the intensity and damage to Ollie. So what damage would you like to do?
Fatigue. You're a tired baby, aren't you? Tired little rich
Okay,
boy.
well you've got 3 more moves, John.
3
and
more
the
moves?
intensity is currently 4.
Okay.
Just in case you wanted to do a signature move.
Well, it just went up to 5, right?
It will go up to 5 when the spotlight passes back.
Oh, only next turn.
Only when it passes back.
Damn it. Okay, I was planning on doing something cool, but I can't do that.
So all the moves so far have just been punching each other in the nads. It's like
Oh, is that cannonball?
It's been like a jackass video so far.
I mean, I've got to topple this guy. I've got to topple this clown.
Yep.
So I'm going to roll 7. Oh, that's an 8 odds.
8 odds to do a clash, right?
Clash.
Are you doing a clash?
And I remove 3 for my fatigue, right?
You don't have to remove 3 for your fatigue. It's only when you're pinned.
Because you're not being pinned now.
Oh, when I'm pinned. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay,
So the odds
right.
are, so when you're pinned, there's a disadvantage to try and make it harder.
That makes
to
perfect
pick out.
sense. Okay. Yeah, so what I want to do, I'll see if it succeeds. Oh, it definitely succeeds. Right, so Billy Big Bollocks puts his fingers in his mouth and does a piercing whistle. And you're just kind of getting up, you're a bit dazed, you hear some kind of panting, you hear Hillary going, whoa, what's that? And you sense a presence behind you, but you can't see what it is. And then, that is an absolutely terrible roll, but that is 3 successes, which is sufficient.
Toughness of 2.
1. Can't touch this one.
Beats a 1.
A success!
It's a success, fantastic.
And we intensify. Again,
oh,
so
so
that's
this
actually,
could actually
double intensify here, because you go up to 6 now. 'Cause
Okay.
You've already succeeded the move. You've just succeeded another move that will intensify. You can also leverage your wits to daze the target if you want to, but you're going to get 6 moves, Ollie, if it gets back to you.
So
You've got to finish me off, don't miss.
you come to the king, you better miss. So can I turn this into a throw move?
Certainly can.
What I'd like to do is I've positioned Bella behind David, and I'd like to kind of push him over so he trips on Bella and falls embarrassingly on the floor.
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yep. Okay, so
Actually-
you need to score twice or
Just
more
you
the
wait.
target difficulty, which you have, haven't you?
Yes.
You've got
I've
3
got
successes.
3.
You only had to get a 1, so you're going to get a throw move. So yeah,
Actually, you know
describe
what?
happens.
I'm gonna throw you into the ropes, and you go running into the ropes, and you bounce back off, and then Bella is waiting on the other side. You trip over Bella, and you fall on the floor, and then she does a little piss on you.
So actually, the dog
Yeah.
is that one of those classic things that you run into the ropes and the dog is just immediately under your feet in that really annoying way that pets have to do, where you're just like you weren't expecting it. You start stumbling, and the dog just gives you a little sort of jink with the back of its ass, and you just tumble over the ropes. So you're now also in ring out because that's
Okay.
what a throw move will do.
Oh, okay.
So it means when you next gain the spotlight, you must immediately roll dice equal to their drive, and you can spend hype if you want to. If higher than your fatigue, no issue. If equal or lower than fatigue, you do not return to the ring, which means we're going to count 1.
There's not much lower than my fatigue right now.
And while you're in ring out, moves have -2 odds.
Okay.
So that happens, that you tumble out of the ring, the dog does the little piss as described. That's 2 of your moves, John.
I didn't realise that would throw you out of the ring. Is there stuff I can do while he's out of the ring?
Yes, so Ollie is in what is called ring out here. As being thrown out of the ring is bad, which means you can follow out of the ring and you can carry on doing stuff, you just don't go into ring out in the same way.
I don't. Oh, great. Well, I'm going to get on the turnbuckle and do a flying clothesline on it then.
Lovely. Is this a little strike?
Yeah, just a little cheeky
Can
strike.
be an aerial move.
Yeah, it maybe it's an aerial move if I succeed. you're currently staggered on the floor, probably lying on the floor next to Hillary.
Covered in piss and vomit.
It's big. I'm not gonna lie, it's
Oh
big.
no, is it?
It's so many, even without any re-rolls. That is 6.
6. Okay, well that's a success, which means again a bit of damage for Ollie.
Why would you want it, John?
I think I'll put it in fatigue.
Yeah, right, okay. What happens when I've got no more fatigue stats?
He
That's to break
He
you.
just dies, right? I think he just died.
I think you won't be able to kick out of the pin.
I've
I
got
think-
0 fatigue, but you can't pin me outside the ring.
I think my goal is actually just to kill David
You can go for a knockout.
All right, so
So
I'm-
intensify here. You can intensify, which will
Yeah, sure.
happen
Go
anyway.
up
We're
to
going to go up
7.
to 6. We only go up to 6. 'cause 6
6.
is the maximum. Which now means you can also heal, so you can recover on your turn to take away the fatigue.
So I'm gonna do a dive off the turnbuckle.
Yeah, so you leap into the air, glorious bollocks flapping in the breeze as you fly down and hit this huge clothesline. What's your final move for this spotlight, John?
Final move. I'm gonna boast. Actually, you can't pin outside the ring, can you?
No.
Is there anything else I can do while I'm here? I could just kick him around a bit.
Yeah. Well, so
He's
the
gonna
interesting about boasting is if you provoke the target, they can't use passive moves. So Ollie won't be able to heal.
Well, now I think I'm gonna get up. Oh, here's what I'm gonna do. Shall I say? Oh, this is gonna be my special. I'll save my special. I'm gonna get up, treading on you as I stand up, and I'm just gonna slowly walk around the ring, hands held high, and say, "Do you see what your champion is? Do you see who you worship? This false idol." And then I just slide into the ring and parade around. In fact, Bella has brought me over the Union Jack. And I'm just standing in the middle flossing with it.
So as the flossing happens, you're going to roll odds, which is your flair stat.
Okay. My flair is not very good, to be 4.
But it's fine.
Oh, no, it's all right.
This cannot fail. You are just going to gain
actually
height
6.
equal to your roll here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's just a 3.
3. So you gain 3 hype, but you can't go over your flair stat to begin with. So
That's good.
Go up
So I was
to
on
7.
4, so I'm on 7, which is my max.
you are provoked, Oliver. You've been provoked. This also means you are going to give up the spotlight, which means we are passing the spotlight back over.
he's just a twat.
Oh, he's just a twat. Oh, he's just a twat.
How do I get him out? How do I get him out?
You have to spend your entire turn. You have to spend a move to do it, I think.
How much
Just
is
one move out of
mail?
6, though.
Yes, so we are at intensity 6 right now, which means you're going to gain hype equal to the current intensity. So you gain 6 hype right now.
Right.
Which is crazy. As you're in ring out, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to roll dice equal to your drive, but you can also spend hype here.
Drive is 3.
Drive is 3. You're going to get -2. Actually, no, you can just spend hype.
I'm going to spend a lot of hype.
And you need to get higher than your fatigue here. And if you get higher than your fatigue, you are no longer in ring out, and you can take your turn as normal.
All right, I'm going to spend all my hype. That is 7 hype.
Okay.
+3 on the drive, so it's full 10. It's a full deck.
To beat 4.
Oh!
There it is.
He's got it.
There it is. Okay, so you're no longer.
That's 3 6s. I don't need to re-roll.
No, you're no longer in ring out, which means you're not going to have -2 to your odds, which means you can get back into the ring.
Okay,
And you've
okay.
got 6 moves.
But I still can't do any passive moves because of the.
You've been provoked.
All right.
Because I provoked you so
All right
hard.
then.
I
Okay.
can't tell either that you've been provoked.
So the dog's in the ring,
Dogs with me.
and
Yeah.
I can. Okay, I'm gonna run up, and I'm gonna drop kick you onto the dog.
Wow.
Okay.
Big
So that's 10 odds there. Oh yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 6s. Let's roll them again. Oh, that's a clean sweep. That's 10, but I can do that again.
You got 10?
That's 11.
Oh my god, that's huge. Am I going to take a fatigue for that, would you say?
You can take a fatigue
Or a break.
Or a break. It's up to you.
Fatigue, please. So that's my first one. Second move.
So what happens?
The dog's squashed.
So I'm parading around, like bragging that you're knocked out. You run into the ring, so you're just gonna from ground drop kick me.
Drop kick you, and you stumble into the dog, so double hurt, and then I'm going to eject you.
I think from let's say you don't actually squash the dog. You think you've squashed the dog.
Okay.
You see this drop kick coming. You look over your shoulder and you see the puppy behind you, and you begin to fall backwards.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the dog runs out of the way, but the dog
God.
is going to run to the back. The dog runs out of the ring, out of the arena, and is out of sight. But you think you've completely crushed the dog.
Oh.
Get after him, Hillary! So Hillary's run after the dog.
If you want to, you have to give up the spotlights. If you
Oh,
want to
god
reject me.
damn it!
But how much is milk again?
I don't know. Someone else buys it for me. It's always fresh and there and
You're
delicious.
not one of us.
I've got a cow. All right. Now I'm going to. I'm gonna springboard off of the bottom rope and do a twisting elbow onto you when you're on the ground.
Oh, I'm not.
It's
I'm
a
not-
strike. It's a strike.
Yeah.
Yep, cool.
Technically, I'm not on the floor. For
You're
mechanics.
not in the top of the thing, but we'll
Yeah,
say you're on
yeah.
the floor for the purpose of this move.
For the
I'm on the
aesthetic.
floor, like looking around for I've forgotten the name of my
The dog.
Bella?
Thank
Your
you.
ex-dog.
I've rolled. That is 1, 2.
Is that swing
So
and a
many
miss?
dice.
Yeah. There's a lot of dice to roll.
It's a swing and a miss. I only got 2. I
I'm-
don't give up the spotlight, do I?
No.
No.
Oh no, you do.
You
that.
lose the
You
spotlight
failed.
when you fail a move, yeah.
So I'm there like
Swings back over.
I'm
6
weeping,
moves for
looking
you,
for
John.
Bella, and I don't know where she is. And all the while, you just completely miss.
Yeah.
Billy! Oi!
You
Yes,
jump
my
off the
son.
turnbuckle and you just you clatter to the floor. Like you glance. You're gonna get to still do the damage here, but you haven't succeeded on that.
Okay, one off for fatigue. I should have just ejected you.
So the spotlight passes back. 6 hype for you because
hype, okay.
you're at 6 intensity.
Right, I should have been using that.
John, I'm going to say that this is, if a pin is not done here, we're going to go to a final clash.
Okay, all right.
So we've been at 6 hype for multiple moves.
Okay.
The onlooker is exhausted. Woo, Billy. One clap.
So you get
Would
so
you
were at
like
7
my
hype,
hype?
I think, yeah.
Yes, I'd love it. Puts me up to 7. So you get up from the floor and you turn to see Billy Big Bollocks looking with what you didn't expect, which is tears streaming down his face. And he says, "You took the only thing I ever loved from me. What do you love?"
Mummy?
I heard money, so I'm gonna take all your money and your life. And then he's just gonna start wailing on you. So we're just there's no finesse, there's no skill here. This is just tears, emotion, repressed male emotion, and he's gonna start with just a swing at your face.
So what's 10? Oh!
That's a 2. I think that's enough, right?
What's your current fatigue?
Oh
Four
wait,
minus 4.
And your toughness is? So this is
so that's actually an infinite increase.
So you've succeeded. What are you adding?
I'm gonna add fatigue.
Fatigue.
I'm gonna knacker this guy out. Let's fatigue him. I just want you to imagine a blurry, weeping man just consistently punching you. This is he's forgotten he's in a wrestling match now. You went too far, I'm afraid, with the dog. So that's another strike. That's enough.
Yep.
So I'll do this really
You
quickly.
got a success. So
Yeah. I'm gonna
fatigue or break.
I'm gonna fatigue.
Street Fighter third strike.
That is enough. I'm gonna go fatigue. So this is again just pistoning left and right, left and right.
That's 3 of 6 moves.
That is enough as well. That's 4.
Let me guess, John, you're doing
I think I might just fatigue.
fatigue. I think he's going for a pin.
So this is my 5th move.
Yeah.
So one more punch. One more strike. That is enough. I think this time I might go for fatigue.
There's no break?
No, I think fatigue.
Okay, yeah.
I'll just do a pin then for my final one. Does
A
that make
pin,
sense?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, all right.
So you just do this flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows. And
Which
then
actually, you're staggering. It looks like it's building up to a point where you break and you fight back in a wrestling match, and then you just don't, you just drop.
and then
Kyle O'Reilly spot.
So I'm gonna do odds of 8, ground move pin. That is not very good, but that's 2.
What's that now? 5 stacks of 2?
It's 9.
So we are passing the spotlight back over to our pinned man.
He's getting pinned.
Oh, he's getting pinned.
Can I eject anyone in the pin?
He is a twat.
You can actually use passive moves, so you could choose to do that, and you could succeed.
I
on
can't
it.
do passive moves.
Yeah, you
No, that
you
was-
can. You're no longer provoked because you lost
that
the
was last
spotlight.
turn.
If you do,
Okay.
you give up the spotlight.
Imagine.
All right. So I'm in a pin, and I remove a dice.
You remove 1 die for each stack of fatigue you have, and you currently have
10 die. So I need 1. So I remove 9.
Yeah. So to do a strike, you have odds of 10, and you remove 9 because you've got 9 stacks of fatigue.
And what have I got to get?
You only got to get 3.
You've only got to get a 3.
All right, I've got 1 dice then, so I'm going to spend all 6 hype that I've just received, and I need.
Got to get 3. Actually, hold on. What is my fatigue? Is actually 5.
I've got 3.
He's got it.
3. Okay, so
fine, yeah.
we go for a 1 count. Kick out immediately.
Oh, kicks out a
You
1.
rock it to your feet. I'm going to give you. You've got the rest of your spotlight basically, so you have 5 moves to put this away. And if that doesn't happen, I'm calling for a final exchange.
Okay, how much fatigue have you got?
I've got 5.
Oh yeah, I'm coming for you. Let's do. I'm straight up, and I just knee you in the face because you're still down.
Great.
So that's 10, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll the 2 6s again. Yeah, 4.
And is it my tough minus my fatigue?
Yes.
Yeah, so that you only had to get a 1. And you got that. And now are you going to add another fatigue?
Fatigue.
So now you don't have to roll anything because I've I'm fatigued for 6.
We have to succeed by 1 anyway.
Okay, so
otherwise-
gotta get-
I've just had 1, so I'm going to do 4 more strikes.
You've done 1 to kick out the pins, haven't you?
Okay, so 3 more strikes and I'm going to pin you.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Have either of you not got a finishing move?
I can't do any they're all passive.
You can do
passive
moves.
moves.
I can do a passive move.
You're not provoked.
My finisher was momentum based by accident, so I couldn't do it. Otherwise, I would have done it last turn.
Holy
Yep,
shit.
that was a great roll. That's another one.
Another
Minus
fatigue.
1 fatigue. Minus 1 fatigue.
Okay. It's 8.
Minus 1 fatigue.
9.
Now I'm going to pin you.
Okay.
Okay, so pinning, odds of 8.
Minus.
So you've just got to, minus his.
So I'm rolling. How many do I roll?
Well, so you roll to pin first of all,
Yeah.
which
yeah.
I think
yeah,
will
come on,
succeed.
pin me.
Odds of 8.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Success.
Yes.
2 rolls.
Which means Spotlight passes back over.
So I am pinned.
Yeah, you are.
Billy, big bollocks.
Billy, big
You're
bollocks.
giving him height.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so I'm going back up to. Well, I'm on 7. I'm on 7 height. So what do I do? Do I just use that try and get out this pin?
Yeah, I guess so.
So I guess if I fail this roll, that's it.
Yeah.
I
No, you
can't-
get 3 chances.
You
Right?
get 3. Yeah, we'll get a count for each failed roll.
But if I
yeah.
fail with my additional 7, there's no way I can roll enough dice.
Yeah.
Because I can't also double my 6s because of my move. So, what do I have to roll?
To kick out of this, you need to succeed on any move.
My normal roll would be my tough,
Yep.
right? But minus my fatigue. So that'll be minus 2. Does it go to minuses?
Sorry, your normal roll for this will
Oh,
be
sorry.
your
It's
odds. So
odds.
your
10.
what's your odds?
My odds would be 10.
So now minus your fatigue from 10.
Right, so it's done from 10 to 8.
Yeah, so you
10
get
to
2 die.
2, and
But
then
all
I'm
you
gonna,
need to do is roll 1 success, and you can spend height.
All right, I'm gonna spend 3 hype. Just gotta get a 1.
He's rolled well.
5 successes.
So you pop to your feet, and now we have been at 6 intensity for about 3 rounds. So what I'm going to call for is a final exchange. You both get to choose to do any move in your arsenal. You've both spent all of your hype.
I didn't spend
Oh, you didn't
my
spend your hype.
I only
so
spent 3 of my
you can
hype.
spend hype on this. You're
I've
going to
got
do
4
any
hype
move in
left.
your arsenal on the other player. Whoever gets the most successes on doing this move is going to win this match. So you're trying to do a move, and you're trying to reverse that move.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna spend 4 hype, which is what I've got left. So I'm rolling 14. We don't minus any.
No.
All right, and
This
you
is
can reroll.
literally just a
you can
roll
reroll
off.
your
You can
sixes.
get all the rerolls. So let's.
So I can't.
all on the
I can't
sixes.
reroll, right? Because I'm still exhausted.
No.
So yeah, you've got a very good chance. Here we go. And this is like
he's got loads of
this is like
sixes as well.
slow-mo punching into each
So
other.
John, what did you get?
It's pretty tasty. If I had rerolls, I'd be absolutely fucking laughing. But
God, this is quite good.
I have 7.
I've got 8 and 3 rerolls.
8 and 3 rerolls. So reroll your 3.
So
Just we don't need to, but it's fine.
4. Got 9.
So yeah, we're like sailing into punch each
Yeah,
other.
it's like the slow motion in RRR where they're about to like meet underwater, and they're just 2 fists. It's the Tekken 8 advert. And then just as your fist is about to collide with his face, this other fist just collides with you, pushing yours backwards. So you see this kind of these knuckles like here, Ollie, and then they just start to drift away as you're following through on this punch. You sink to the mat. You walk over. How do you do the pin?
1 foot.
Walks over 1 foot.
1 foot atop the working man.
Utterly undeserved. 1, 2, 3. Here is your winner, David Bully.
Hillary comes out. He's got our new pet. It's our new pet dog, Bella.
I'm spark out. I think Bella's dead. So I'm just there
You're just
like
full unconscious.
yeah.
You know
I don't
what,
s-
you know
I
what?
don't see any of this.
Hillary is celebrating with me, but behind my back passes you Bella the dog. Because Hillary's a nice guy.
Oh, okay.
But then he puts me on his shoulders and like, yeah!
Parade you around.
And I'm working.
That's what hard work gets you.
I'm spark out. Who are you talking to?
Outwork everybody. Yes. Next, whatever this WTF champion.
Yeah, as Hillary takes you by the collar off the back of his shoulders and puts you through the sunroof of the limo. And it drives you off. Okay, so the match is over. David Bully has somehow won, despite being at a huge disadvantage. Not by
Somehow.
birth, but by the beginning of the match.
Hard work.
Big
Hard
Bollocks.
work that these people know nothing about.
Billy Big Bollocks has gone back to the laundrette because he's ended up dirty. And we have to clean up after the match now, which means you're going to remove all of the complications from your character except exhausted. In the case of Billy, he keeps his exhausted stat. That's fine for you. You don't have any stacks of anything else.
Oh, so Billy could come back.
Billy could come back.
Okay. He's not out.
He's not out. He's not out
You
completely.
better watch it. He might be back for you.
The matches winning wrestlers gain 50 reputation
Cool.
in fame. And wrestlers gain +1 rivalry with one wrestler they lost against. So you were going to gain 1 rivalry
Oh, big time rivalries.
with David Bully, which I'm sure will come up.
The rivalry rose.
What?
So
I also believe I get 50 reputation because of my soapbox celebrity.
you certainly do.
Yeah.
And you get to add any hype you gain during that match to your hype for this next match, because our next match is our main event. A tables, ladders, and chairs match. Oh my
God, TLC?
For the WTF Championship.
The WTF Speed
The
Championship.
WTF, potentially the WTF Speed Championship.
Oh, is there a brand split?
If the worst character wins. Okay, so on the Tron,
Oh my God.
I don't know, you also call it the Speed Championship.
can I just share this with the group? I just realised I had an Origins that I ignored, which is Savage, once per match when you would lose the spotlight, extend it and reset the move limit. Oh. I could have absolutely won with
You
that.
done 12 moves
Oh my God.
and pins.
What a fool. Oh well, snooze you lose.
Well, with that, the Tron fizzles into life and we cut to an American-style diner. Still in the middle of that. Chad Baseball.
Howie! My name is Chad Baseball. Now I've heard some nasty old rumours about me that I'm not actually American, and I want to set the record straight. I was not a British spy sent there to infiltrate the Americans and become one of them, and then got sent back and now just believe I'm an American. I'm actually American. I'm as American as American pie. Apple kind, that is. I am as American as baseball and other types of American things. My American people, I am going to win the WTF championships, and I am going to do it for America!
Incredible.
It's a great promo cutting on the not American crowd.
Yeah, the not American crowd looking just slightly perplexed at this, and then the Tron fizzles off and then fizzles back into life as we cut to, where do we cut to? For Ricky's speedboat.
We cut to a nice shot of the park.
A nice shot of the park. He's
Not on a speedboat.
He's not there.
No. No, of course not. It can't be on a speedboat. Speedboat squared. That'd be ridiculous.
That's true. That would be ridiculous.
You pan up a nice, glorious establishing shot of the landscape here, and Ricky's speedboat zooms into frame. Perhaps with some ridiculous special effects added in post. He zooms in.
It's the Monty Python Lancelot running bit.
With coconuts behind him. He arrives. Hey everybody, this is Ricky Speedboat, and I'm coming to become the new WTF Speed Champion. Okay, bring it back down, Ricky. Bring it back down. Because this is the main event of WTF Tempest, and I'm taking on 2 imposters. I'm taking on a fake American and a fake Brit. And I am both of what these 2 people claim to be. I'm a real American from right here in Speed, North Carolina. And I'm the one I'm really representing the people that you claim to represent, David Bully. I'm gonna take down both of you at the same time and accomplish my life's dream of becoming the Speed Champion. The goal that everybody wants to see me fulfill, because I am the babyface of this promotion, the babyface that this promotion needs. And while I would like to take this title into the future, where I can defend this title in 1-fall matches and win with the Mach 3 count.
Nice.
I get it.
Today, I'm going to take Chad Baseball. I'm going to knock him out of the park.
Yeah.
Climb that ladder and regain the gold that should have always been mine. Pew! And he's gone. Zooming off
Like a road sign just spinning.
Yeah, as he zooms off and the trees are still wobbling in the breeze that he's left behind. The camera pans out and we cut backstage for a minute. And waiting in Gorilla after his match is David Bully. And you feel a hand just pat you on the shoulder. You turn around and there is a heavy-set man. Wide jaw, blonde ponytail, white suit, purple cloak. It's Patrician, the chief creative officer. And he says, "Well done, Bully. Now there's an acceptable face for this company." No. He just pats you on the shoulder and walks away. We cut back inside the arena and the crowd are getting whipped up into a frenzy as the announcer takes the ring and says, "Making his way to the ring."
Can't hear you.
Is this on?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay, good.
I'm the heckler now.
Making his way to the ring from Apple Piesville, USA, Chad Baseball.
So a knockoff rendition of Born in the USA, sung by Chad Baseball, retitled to Definitely Born in the USA. And there's a big American flag. Am I allowed to have are you going to total up my costs after?
Yeah, we'll total up your costs.
yeah.
I'll tell you what you can spend.
Just a fucking massive American flag drops down as Chad Baseball walks to the ring, just talking about how great America is.
Oh, do you know what else I like? Saved by the Bell. Another great piece of Americana.
And as he walks to the ring, steps in and just bathes in the red, white, and blue glory of old glory.
So, what do you want to spend on, Luke? There, you wanted a big American flag, which I think is probably, I imagine that's probably more costuming than anything else. That's going to cost you 0.5k, so it's nothing major.
Yeah, that's fine.
You had pyrotechnics, so I think you had a sort of 4th of July, and you had music mixing, because who mixed that version of Definitely Born in the USA? Honestly Born in the USA.
Definitely born.
Totally Born in the USA.
Definitely born in the USA.
So let's I'll cost you 2.
I tell you what, it was not mixed by the UK government.
2.5k.
Okay.
So do you get +2 hype for the beginning of the next match?
I did. This guy's a spy. The worst job for a spy. Be in public as a wrestler the whole time.
Possibly former spy.
Just far too in deep. And the announcer says, making his way to the ring, from Speed, North Carolina, Ricky Speedboat.
The first many notes of Through the Fire and Flames by Dragon Force Play.
Oh, God.
As Ricky Speedboat jets through the curtain.
He's already in the ring.
Dashes almost into the ring. Gets in the ring. Stands on the middle turnbuckle. Allows himself to bask in the cheers of his adoring public. Does a nice little backflip landing on his feet as he stands in the ring, going face to face with Chad Baseball.
Lovely. I'll give you a time discount on that one. Do you want to buy anything?
Oh,
You want anything to go off there?
I don't think anybody's listening to Dragon Force anymore, so it should be cheap. But,
Yeah. Okay. I'll cost you 2k then, and you can have
Yeah, there
professional
you go.
music mixing,
2K.
and you're going to get a hype for that. So 1 hype to begin the match, and then finally making his way to the ring from Whitney, Oxfordshire, Great Britain, David Bully.
I can't believe you're here.
Advert plays for the Spotify version of Ode to Joy. So, something about Audible, whatever. And
It's just saying audionetwork.com. Audionetwork.com underneath it the whole time. It's the watermark version.
Interesting
Now-
you've chosen a
Audio
theme song
network.
for the European Union.
Ode to Joy, of course it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting choice for you about Great Britain.
Yeah. Well,
Not the national anthem or
is
anything
is
like
that your is that your prejudice?
About what?
Maybe David Bully voted Remain.
Well, then he should be celebrating Europe then.
So he
Definitely didn't vote Remain. Don't you dare look at him.
this guy.
He's got so many interests that he made a bunch of money on because of Brexit.
He made some really
Hey.
good bets.
He wins either way.
The house always wins. Fucking hell.
So, of course, the car he used in the opening match was a single-use limo. So he's now got another limo, but I'm going to spend my 3k on machinery.
Yep. Yeah, because
and it's got monster truck wheels. It's got about 3 on each side on the stretch. And this is going to allow Hillary in the driver's seat to mount the ramp because it comes out from the side. He's going to mount the ramp. He's going to drive down and he's going to park it up right next to the ring. I'm, of course, David Bully, gobbling the champers. Gobbling the champers. He's dual wielding.
We can take some screenshots of
He's
that.
dual wielding champers, and he's out the rooftop. What's it called?
He's double fisting.
Sunroof.
The sunroof, and he gets out of the sunroof on top of the car, smashes both bulbs behind him. That's another limo gone, and he just walks on the level of the ramp. Just doesn't have to step up or anything because he's on the top of the limo.
I hate this guy so
Goes
much.
through the ropes.
So that's going to cost you 3k.
Yep, that's all my money.
And you get a hype.
How much hype?
You get 1 hype for that.
1 hype.
You get 1 hype
How much
for
hype
each
did
thing
he
you
get?
do.
1 hype.
You got 2 hype because you spent twice. You bought 2 things.
Yeah, but I spent $3,000 on one thing.
Hey, look, I didn't make the rules.
Another case of inequality in this country. Well, I have to spend so much more money to get the same things.
Well, look, I'll give you a hype because you did your ritual of drinking your champagne as well.
Okay, so
you can
2
have a hype
hype
for that. You can have a hype for being fast. That's your ritual. You can have a hype for your ritual
Being
as well.
American.
Which, for being,
I said American
you
stuff.
said American stuff. You came out with the flag.
Yep.
We also have to divvy out some hype potentially as well for the appeals to the opponent. You both made promos against each other, which means you guys get to vote who you thought was the best. And each person, the person you vote for, is going to get a hype.
Yours
I'm going speed.
Yours actually was really funny, but it didn't actually attack him at all. He just said that you were American. So from a realism point of view, I'm going to go with Tempo.
Okay, so
But
2
yours was
hype for
fantastic.
Tempest, but I'm going to pick Luke.
Oh, thanks,
and it's
bud.
2 points from me, because I'm the head of creative. So 2 points each. Oh, no, you don't get anything. You're here,
I thought
and that's enough.
Patrician was on my
Patrician
side.
is, but Laurie's
Laurie's
not.
not Patrician.
He's the chief creative officer, and I am the head of creative.
So are you in this game as well, Laurie?
Am I in this game?
Yeah.
I'm just here to
So you're
make
just
sure.
behind the scenes.
I'm just behind the scenes.
Puppet Master.
Everyone's got 2 hype.
No, I've got 5 hype.
I've got 8 hype.
8?
What?
Well, you can have so is your flair 8?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I got a hype every time that I gave John a hype.
Oh my fucking
I'm so glad
God.
it'll be used against him. This is what I wanted. You'll probably fucking fail your way to the top again like last time. I wouldn't worry about it.
So you're starting this with 8 hype.
Yep.
Yep.
Tempest
From the
starts with-
previous match.
Tempest begins with
And
8
you've got
hype.
5.
5.
I've got 2.
Which means that our underdog for this bout, David Bully.
For the first time
For the
in your
first time
life.
in his entire life.
And I've already wrestled a match. I'm knackered.
Yeah, so the other thing to note is that this is a tables, ladders, and chairs match, which means the ring is strewn with weaponry. There are tables, there are ladders, there are chairs, which means anyone is free to use any of those moves that are on the weapons list over there. And there is an alternate way to win. You can pin and submit your opponent, at which point they will be eliminated from the match. But you can also outright win the match by doing one of these moves. You can either ascend the heavens, which is an aerial move. You leverage your wits. The odds are your tough stat. The difficulty score is 9. If you pass 9, you win the match. Ding, 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 ding. Over to you, David Bully.
Okay, so I'm going to start with one of my special signature moves I didn't get to do in the last game. That is to get to me.
To get to me.
To get to me. It's a passive move. I'm going to leverage my wits and the odds of flair, which is 8. Usable only as your first move in a match. Your spot in the match is replaced by another wrestler within your domain.
What?
Hillary's going to take my place.
Oh my god.
Oh, what?
But you've just been chosen as the acceptable face.
And Hillary is going to take my place. And we'll win it for David Bully.
So to do that, you need to pick a target around the table because it's a move that you have to do on them.
This prick right here.
Okay, what's
Do you
your
need this dice
toughness?
as well?
My toughness is 6.
Okay, so you need 6 successes.
6 successes.
Yes, and your flair is 8, which is what you're leveraging,
Oh, so
right?
you've got 8 dice.
So you've got 8 dice. You need 6 successes. Are you going to spend any hype?
I'm going to spend both my 2 hypes.
That's fine. You get hype every time. You're going to get hype every single time it comes back.
okay,
Yeah,
I'll
I
spend it.
hadn't clocked that last time, so it is worth using it.
Oh, okay, so here we
10
go.
dice. And you need 6?
Yep.
Oh, it's huge.
Oh, it's
absolutely
huge. That's
2.
massive.
I mean, it's already past it, but let's re-roll 2 because the 6s.
Absolutely.
It's happened.
Okay, so
Wow.
describe how Hillary takes your place and how it affects Chad.
So Chad Baseball comes up to me and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa! I've made an agreement with Patrician that because I've already wrestled a match tonight, my dear brother, the Ruggers playing tight end, Hillary Bully, can take my place, and I will win the championship when Hillary wins. And I just duck out in the ring, and Hillary gets in. He's massive, and he towers over you.
So that ends. Does that intensify or anything either?
Doesn't intensify, but I have got different stats, so I'm much tougher now.
Our spotlight is going to pass over, and as you've done a move to Luke, we're going to pass over to Chad Baseball. What's Chad Baseball going to do?
Chad Baseball, I think, is going to do one of his signature moves, which is a passive move. I just need to spend 3 hype in order to do it, and it is called Crowd Chant. It's where everyone gets to sing along with the theme song. Because I'm going to sing
The American national anthem to hype myself up. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small, small world.
So it's Flair, which is 6 dice.
So your odds of your flair. Success is you're going to bolster any skill by
That's
the
it.
number of successes that you have. So you can add points to a skill basically for this match.
Lovely. And I can.
The whole match.
Yes, a bolstered skill has +1 in its value.
So I've spent 3 hype to do that. Do I want to spend more hype to add more dice? I'm going to spend the rest of my other 2
Yep.
to get more dice. 3 successes.
Great. So you can put 3 into a stat of your choice.
Lovely.
3 in. That's huge.
I might do that to my tough.
Amazing.
Oh, smart.
Cool.
Okay, so that's that. That doesn't add any intensify.
Nope, that's fine.
Doesn't do anything. So the spotlight is going to pass, and we're going to pass the spotlight. No, we're going to pass it to Ricky Speedboat.
I am going to clash, and I'm going to clash on the big guy.
Yeah. Can I ask, what is Hillary wearing?
And the exact same outfit.
Okay, cool.
But with the sleeves going.
Yes, tails,
That's what
but
I'm
no
talking about.
sleeves. Very good.
So classy.
Just so we, because I don't actually go over my my outfits.
Oh, yeah.
It's American Speedos.
Just American.
It's Speedos with the American flag.
I thought you were going to be dressed as Mickey Mouse.
It's just Speedos with the American flag on it.
What is Speedboat wearing?
Speedboat is wearing pretty much exactly the color tights that I once wore, once upon a time. That being blue with green trim and yellow lightning bolts all over them.
Fantastic.
Otherwise, he looks exactly like Callum Newman. Right, so Clash. In the middle of the appealing to the crowd and the chanting and the singing and all of this nonsense, I'm gonna take off, hit the ropes, come back, and hit this one kind of shoulder to shoulder and try and knock him down.
All right, let's
Smart.
have a roll. Odds are 8.
Odds are
What's your
8.
toughness?
My toughness is 5.
Ollie, what's yours?
My toughness is 6.
So you're trying to beat 6. You need 6 successes.
That's not very good.
Ooh.
Oh, keep rolling. That's 3.
Nope. That's it.
3 successes. So that is a failure, but you do get to either topple. Yeah, you get to topple or grab.
But
Very
you
good.
bounce off me. Right?
Yeah, so the 2, you just zoom into the middle and it's like boing off this larger man, but you do get to inflict an effect.
Hopefully, I'm able to, while hitting a big shoulder tackle and taking a step back, staggered by the behemoth that I've just run into, hopefully grab hold of one of his arms and try and arm drag him and take him down a little bit. And I'm going to topple the giant.
Okay, so there is a second as you collide, you sort of do the roadrunner doing, stop, and you just stand there completely still for a second, and then just like felling a redwood, fall down to the mat. But the spotlight does pass because you have failed a move, which means we're going to go to Hillary.
So I'm on the ground.
Yes.
So I need a ground move.
You've gained a spotlight actually, so you're going to get up.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to set up a table.
Lovely.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just there's one line there. I'm going to prop it in the corner. And you're probably trying to stop me as I'm doing it.
Yeah. You're just zooming around like
Yeah.
a fly.
Hey, look at me! Look at me! Go over here! Hey, over here!
Hillary doesn't speak, but David's on the outside. Go on, get him! Get the table! He's good. It's a power move. Leverage wits. Ooh, I've only got 2 wits, so put 1 there. And the odds are tough plus drive, which is 9.
Nice.
The effect is injure, tough, and damage the target. So I'm going to do it on the guy that just clobbered me.
All right, so you're going to chuck him through a table.
Yeah, I'm going to chuck him through a table
Nice.
that's propped up in the corner.
Hey, look at me. Hey, stop looking at me. Stop looking at me.
Oh, it's big. 8.
And your toughness is?
Me. Toughness is 5.
Okay, so you are just picked up bodily by Hillary, who just launches you at speed, which you did enjoy, through this table. So you were going to get, you're injured to a skill. So that's a skill of your choice. You can injure one of the skills.
Or it says injured tough.
Oh, injured tough, so it's -1 to your toughness.
To your toughness?
No, to Ricky's toughness. And then you can stack a damage, which is either a break or a fatigue, up to you.
Break.
Oh, that is rough.
And intensify.
And intensify.
If success, I gain hype equal to drive. My drive is 3.
Okay, so then you get 3 hype as well, which means our spotlight is going to pass. And we will come over to you, Mr. Baseball.
Well, while you were throwing Mr. Speedboat through a table, I was setting a table up in the corner of my own. And just as you throw him in, I'm going to grab you by the back, in a grapple move, spin you round, and throw you through a table, almost like shoulder charging you through a table. So that is a power move, which is my tough, right? Oh no, it's cost.
What's your
Tough,
odds?
tough plus drive,
Tough plus drive.
which is 9 plus 4. So it's 13.
Whoa. No, surely it's not. Drive plus tough.
Yeah. I leveled up my tough at the start of this.
Oh, God damn it.
Go through a table.
8, 9, 10. Can I have 3 dice, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And then what are you looking for? What's your toughness?
My toughness is 6.
So you're looking for 6 successes.
6 successes.
Oh, that's so many
2,
sixes.
8. With 1, 2, 3, 4 rerolls.
Do the rerolls, why not?
Yeah, I'll do the rerolls. I may as well.
Let's see how out of hand this can get.
There's another reroll. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Smashed it. Wow. And smashed the hit through the table. How do you put him through the table?
So he grabbed him and just turning him around and just shoulder charging him straight through that table.
Big Hillary, used to shoulder charging things in his rugby days.
Tight.
Tight end, scrum
Tight
half.
end of that table.
Tight ended it.
Little tiddly bit bop.
Rock and rolled it, or whatever it is.
That was a clash move. So successful bonus, intensify.
That was just a regular clash, was it? Or was it the table move?
Oh, it was a table move, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's injure your toughness.
Yes.
So
I go
effect,
down 1.
Injure, I injure toughness, and I damage the target. Intensify.
So which damage would you like to do, Luke?
Well, it is tough, isn't it? So I injure tough.
Yeah.
So you can, and you
And
can,
damage
you can
target. Yes,
fatigue
do
or
apologise.
break here.
I'll do break, please.
1 stack of break for you.
Intensify. That weapon is
Intensify.
now broken.
Wonderful.
Success bonus, gain hype equal to drive, which is 4.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Now we are moving the spotlight back over to Ricky Speedboat. Shattered in the remnants of the table, you gain 2 hype because we are now at 2 intensity.
Is my hype able to go above my flare?
No, it's capped at your flare, so
Then I can gain no more hype.
but you get 2 moves this turn.
I got 2
Unless you
moves. Pull myself up out of this wreckage. Although I am full of vigor and speed, my bones are fairly fragile. I'm not technically a heavyweight. I pull myself up, and you're still through a table.
Yeah, opposite corner.
Yeah, you are not through a table. I think we should change that.
While you doing this, you're setting up the 3rd table. It's a 4-corner
Daisy
table
chain
match.
these
Yeah.
tables.
And I indeed set up a table, normally set up, legs open, on the canvas. And as you are throwing this one through the table, I get behind you, grab hold of you, and try and lift you and slam you through the table.
Okay.
So, tables.
Tough plus drive.
It's tough plus drive.
That's 9.
So, tough plus drive, and then what's your tough?
Is 9.
9 against 9.
You got to spend some of that hype.
Yeah,
You
Can do.
You can spend your hype, yeah.
might as well, indeed, because I'm at my cap.
Yeah,
at
you'll
the moment.
gain,
probably
you'll
get-
gain more every turn.
Yeah,
You'll probably get 4 when it's back to you.
yeah.
You can spend at least 4 and be back up.
I
to
was
4.
about to say, I will spend 4.
John needs 4.
I
4
would.
hype.
Sorry,
Those
I've
ones
got to
in
feel
particular.
involved in some way.
Yeah, well, John, you have an onlooker, obviously.
Oh,
but
that's true.
It's a secret at the moment. So you've been disclosed the table and you've not acted yet.
Yeah.
So.
All right, putting you through this table.
I'd like to see you try.
Yeah, maybe, we'll see. Only one of those was a 6.
Roll that. Good.
That's a 6.
So 7.
So that's 7.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh, so close.
Speedboat is futile. He goes behind you and he locks hold and he tries to do a German suplex and he's really trying to plant his legs and lift and he just can't get the leverage.
The American spirit won't let it happen.
Well, I mean, we still injure Tough, and we still damage the target, so I do think this is successful. It's just not quite everything you want. It's one of those ones where it's like you hit you lift him, and it's a struggle, and you smash him into the table, but you're not really doing it with enough force to break the table, so the table just bends, and then sort of bounces you back, and you fall on the floor.
One set of the legs breaks off, and it's very underwhelming.
Yeah. So you are going to have injury to your Tough, and you are going to take damage, which is either break or fatigue, your choice, Tempest.
Give me a break.
Give you a break. We will intensify and remove this weapon from play. I assume there's just tables everywhere, though.
Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah.
But means that we are going to, because you did fail that move, we do have to move the spotlight. And where shall the spotlight go? David Bully. Gain 3 hype.
Gain 3 hype. There is a table right there, but I'm not going to do the table. While you've been doing that,
I wish the whole thing was just you guys throwing each other through tables for an hour.
That is some indie matches.
Way! Way! They'd still be going, we want table.
Yeah. David has passed Hillary the cane. And
The new cane.
Hillary goes, no. And David's like, use the cane. So he has to use it on, and David goes,
Oh no!
Why, no! Why does Hillary not want to use the cane?
because he's a good guy, he gave you back his dog.
He's not that good a guy.
He's a good
He
guy.
still works with David.
It's his brother.
Okay.
Such powerful
He's not a
drama.
good guy.
No,
This is-
Hillary's a good
all
guy.
these slim definitions of a good guy. Didn't steal your dog.
He's a better guy
Chase
than
dog.
David.
Yeah.
Chase dog looking like he might.
All right. Oh, this is it's using a cane. It's going to be used on Chad. Power move. Odds 12. 12. Boom. Topple the target. Intensify. Remove from play.
So you're looking for a 9 though, because your toughness.
8, because I just got hurt
3.
through the table.
Oh yes, because you took an injury, didn't
Yes.
you?
Ah, it's 7.
No.
Can I spend a hype, or can I only do that before I roll?
I think you have to do it before you roll.
Beforehand, yeah. Damn it. That's the risk.
Well, okay, it was a 7, not an 8. The effect is topple the target, intensify, remove the weapon from play. Success would have been daze and expose the target.
Okay, so we
Is
intensify.
Billy Big Bollocks.
We are intensifying. You are toppled.
Toppled.
Which means that which means that you moves have +2 odds against you. If you gain the spotlight, you will no longer be toppled.
Which I'm about to.
Well, who knows if we're coming back to you? We're moving the spotlight. You have just been toppled, so I think we're actually going to pass the spotlight to Ricky Steamboat here.
Oh.
You've got to hit a move, Ricky.
I simply have to.
So you're going to take, you gain 4 hype here.
Back up to 8.
Your options are Hillary, who's just clattered you with a cane that's now been removed from play. It snaps in half as it happens again. And David's already on the phone ordering a new one on Amazon.com or whatever it is, wherever they get the canes from.
Not from Amazon.
You see that baseball is on the floor. Your move.
So after the table breaks over here, or half breaks, I suppose, the legs snapped off, and I dealt with the repercussions of a somewhat successfully done German suplex through a table. And all this is happening over here. I managed to get to my feet, hit the ropes once again, and run and try and clash the big guy. I don't care if there's -2 odds over here. I want to knock the big guy down.
Okay, so 8 odds for this on a clash.
Yes.
Your toughness is
My tough is 5.
5, so you're looking for 5
Reduced by
successes. Remember, you've got 4.
Yes.
You've got hype and 4 moves in this momentum.
I am going to use 4 hype. I want to knock him down.
Get him.
Give me all these dice. I will succeed on a move. I promise. I hope. Oh, God. What did I need?
You need a 5.
Okay, I've got 5.
But
I've got 6.
beat the meat? Is that what it's called? Beat the
Sorry?
meat?
You've got to beat the meat.
You got to meet the beat.
Meet to beat.
Meet to beat.
Beat the meat. That's when you get.
And I've got 6.
He's got 6.
Lovely.
He's beat
Talking
the meat.
about beating your meat over here.
Okay, so grab or
He's
topple.
pummeling that meat.
Which of these allows me to get him out of the ring?
If you'd have to double what you're looking for to do the ring out
I
move.
see. Well, I haven't done that. So in that case, I will topple.
Topple, intensify. We are intensifying.
Timber!
Goes down the redwood. You can also leverage your wits to daze if you want to. Daze means that they can't leverage their wits back, which is only really useful for climbing the ladder. So you toppled him. What are you up to next?
So, both of these lads are now...
You gain 1 momentum as well, because you succeeded on the clash rate.
Indeed.
Nice.
Indeed I have. Which is useful.
Momentum is another resource that you can use to do certain moves.
So with both men now knocked down, I will then run to the turnbuckle, run up in one quick motion, and do the Whisper on the Wind.
Lovely.
Not in any way derivative of the Whisper in the Wind.
No. It's on the wind, not in the wind. It's an
Totally
important
different.
distinction. That one's mixed and one's not.
They spell and pronounce their names differently. And they do a big moonsault with a twist in midair, and they are going to land on Mr. Chad Baseball.
Oh, you get +2 odds on this though. That's really good. So you got this is momentum +4.
Yes.
So it's 5 plus 2 extra dice is 7, but we're looking for 8.
8.
That's tricky.
So you could
but
spend hype if you have any hype remaining.
I do.
Oh, nice.
Do indeed.
Alternatively, you have also just toppled this guy who's got lower toughness.
I'm going to use the rest of my hype. So that's
Okay.
another 4. Taking you down. I want to hit a signature move.
Hell yeah.
A lot of 1s and 2s in there. 4 with 2 re-rolls. There's another re-roll, so that's 5. And that's that.
5's not enough. So we do get the special though. This may be used as an aerial move. Success bonus is good. The other bonus for this, not so good, because nothing else really happens here. So you run up and you flip, and you land sort of just on the arm. It doesn't really do much damage. Unfortunately, that is also your spending of that signature move, so you can't do that again. The success bonus would have been really good though, because you would have gained momentum. You can damage and topple the target, and you also get a chance to knock out, which is pretty big. But that does mean you lose momentum, and we intensify, and I'm going to pass things back over to Mr. Baseball, who gains 5 hype.
5 height, which is good. We're no higher than Flare, right?
You can't go higher than Flare.
That's
no.
fine. Now I'm at maximum height then. Wonderful, which means I also get to my feet.
You also get to your feet, yep.
Lovely. Right, in which case I first am going to hit a leg drop on Hillary,
Yep, sure.
which is just a regular strike. So that is 10 plus 2.
+2, yeah.
Can I have 2 dice, please?
+2 for the topple.
Yep. Oh, it's massive.
Oh no.
There's another one that's a 5, so that's a 5.
On tough?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it? 5.
Yeah.
You meet the
5,
beat.
meet to beat.
Okay, so that's a
You beat that
success. So that means that I just damage. So can I do a fatigue, please? Intensify.
Intensify.
Shit, we're on 6 already.
I will not leverage wits to knock out there. However, I, having landed the leg drop, stand up and do almost like a shote fist palm onto a speedboat.
Okay,
So that's another strike. So that's just 10.
10.
That's better.
Bunch of 6s there.
5 with 3 re-rolls. One of
Another
which is a
re-roll.
re-roll. Oops. One of which is another re-roll. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Your toughness is
4.
4.
Yeah!
Smashed it.
Smashed it. So intensify.
Intensify. We're on 6. We're at max.
And I will add a fatigue onto you as well.
Fatigue onto you. You have 3 more moves, Luke.
3 more moves. Wonderful. I will clash with. Actually, I'm just going to do one more strike.
Yeah.
So one more strike on Speedboat. 2, 3, 4 with 2 re-rolls. That's another win, so that is 5.
Yeah.
Great. So intensify.
Intensify.
And that is. I did fatigue last time, right?
Yep.
Break.
Break.
All right.
Break.
And I will then go for a clash. So I need 8. Go for a clash.
3, and that means we're going to pass the spotlight.
Well, hang on. Because you minus the fatigue from your tough, do you not?
Oh, yes, you do, yeah.
Yeah, that meets it.
Oh, that
Yay! Great. So that
Okay.
gets you
Beat me.
into a grapple. I'm not going to use it as a throw, but I do want to get you into a grapple, please. Because I'm then, for my final move, going to use my signature.
Oh, here we go.
The Sledge Driver, which requires an intensity 4. I've got odds of 10. I can only do it if I'm in a grapple.
And then 1 reroll.
1 reroll.
Strong though. It's 5.
5.
What's your toughness?
Currently 3.
Hey! So the effect is I actually get a pin, and as a success bonus, I gain a combo
You gain a combo.
equal to my drive, which is 4.
You gain 4 combo.
I gain 4 combo. I get to damage 2.
Damage 2. Okay, so you get to cause 2 break or 2 fatigue.
So 2 break,
Sure.
please. And the target gets toppled as well.
So that's it, yeah.
You can also use your combo to extend your turn.
Oh, I was going to.
Yeah, so that was your final move, or was that your second to last move?
No, that was my final move. But I
Final move. So now the spotlight
No.
would pass.
Yeah.
But you're going to spend all of your combo to keep the spotlight.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I will
So
do.
whenever a wrestler uses a passive move, they lose all combo that they have. Give up the spotlight. When giving up the spotlight, you may spend all combo to keep the spotlight. So you're going to extend the spotlight by 1 more move by spending your combo now.
Okay, so I knocked you down. You're already down. I'm going to try and climb a ladder.
Go for it.
Huge.
Oh my god.
So you want, is this Ascend the Heavens?
Yes, please. So ascend the heavens. So I grab the ladder. So both men are down.
Yep.
I grab that ladder and I set it up. My odds are my tough, which is 8.
Oh, he's got so much tough.
But this move has a difficulty score of 9, so I'm going to have to use all of my hype, I think, to get this.
Are you doing Ascend the Heavens or Keys to Heaven?
Ascend the heavens, because that's a different
Okay.
one. So,
Oh my god, you just win if you get this.
Yeah.
could be.
How much hype have you got?
I've got 6 hype.
Unless anyone has a reversal.
Well, like as a signature.
Yeah, you kind of move this a reversal because this is a move.
8 plus 6, 1, 2,
Another
3,
three.
and 3.
Oh my god.
Right, so this move has a
gonna be
difficulty score of 9. If I
This
successfully...
could be it.
He has just powered through this.
Oh,
it's huge! my
It's
God.
huge! 8
And
with
3 rerolls.
3
So
rerolls.
if you
Oh
need
my god,
you
just one.
Oh
Oh my god!
So Chad Baseball catches a brief moment of reprieve from having been put through the table, thrown about the ring by his bigger opponents. You slam down onto the floor, missing this whisper on the wind, catching the arm of Hillary. Chad pops to his feet, flurry of blows, huge suplex, knocking both of his opponents down, places the ladder in the centre of the ring, begins the slow climb, that kind of climb where you're thinking, oh, someone's going to drag him down here. Surely he can't get all the way to the top and take down the title, because he takes down the title.
We won for the Americans!
You lying on the floor, Hillary, you turn and you look at David, who is by the apron, and you can see that David's just looking out into the crowd, and you sort of follow David's eye line, and you can see that stood in the crowd is Patrician, just staring at David and just shaking his head.
It was Hillary. Hillary screwed this up. You big oaf.
As as 4th of July style fireworks start to rocket around the ring.
I am a real American.
I am a real American. I am definitely a real American. Starts ringing out around the arena. The crowd are applauding and brings the episode of WTF Tempest to a close.
Congratulations.
We never even got to use your go went on so it was so efficient.
Oh, yeah,
we
we
never
didn't
got to
use-
use John's ability.
Sorry,
Yeah.
bud.
Oh, it's fine. No, I wanted to make sure you guys got like the main thing, but Laurie had created a character. So if I was able to use my thing, it was an epic twist. Whenever a wrestler gives or loses the spotlight, you may steal it and have a wrestler under your domain appear in the match, this has been created by Laurie, a wrestler known only as El Fakador. But sadly, that'll have to be for another time.
That'll have to be for another time, because this is how things go in DWRPG. Anyone can win at any moment. And if you enjoyed watching this episode and you want to find out more about the Definitive Wrestling RPG, then click the link in the video description down below to head over to their Kickstarter page and back them if you fancy it. Thank you so much to the guys from DWRPG for sponsoring this video. If you want to watch more from us, Chaotic Neutral, then click the videos that have appeared on screen right now. We will see you next time.